Welcome back, everybody. It's Journeyman League Season 13A. It's round 4 here in Parola Casuale, the wonderful Sicilian circuit. It's a sunny day, and we'll just see how the race goes. And we start off with qualifying. And I'm also co-commed by Guzman. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Vega. How about you?
Doing fine, doing fine. What are your predictions for this race then?
For the qualifying, yeah.
Yeah.
For the quali, yeah. I mean, we've seen Nohxckz and Phantomy battling out in mocks and stuff.
Yeah, we've just seen them set the two fastest times just now. Yeah.
They do. It's gonna be a tight battle between those two, I think. And it's not only the drivers' championship is up for grabs, but also the constructors between Solaris and HRT.
Yeah, Nohxckz has had quite the dominant season so far. Has won every round, I think. So 3 rounds in a row. Can he make that 4? Nohxckz has the fastest lap again, 24.05. Nohxckz, a wonderful lap, 24.07.
Wow, 1-2.
Really, really impressive from him as well. Phantomy having a little bit of quali struggles. He's not even he might not beat his AL quali time, which was like a 24.05, I think. So. As he crosses the line, 24.02, he snatches it right under Nohxckz's nose. Wonderful qualifying. Phantomy is your pole position sitter with a 24.02, snatching it at the final moments. And in second is Nohxckz, who just got relegated at the final moment there. Third is Nohxckz, a wonderful qualifying from him. It's a 2-3 for HRT, so we'll see if they can capitalise on that. Fourth is Mike.
Ooh.
He's improved since his AL quali. And fifth is Red Lobster. So a Riker 4-5. And sixth is Jonathan in the Kenza. And seventh is Mr. Crunk. In eighth, the rookie Studious in a wonderful position to be in on your first JL race. And in ninth is Emma Box in the Kenza. 10th is Mr. Kimster, who's filling in for, I think it was... So he's a sub for someone. Bubbles in the Solaris. And 11th is Rafita, another rookie subbing in for another Fiji Falcons driver. 12th, Hazma, a returning driver. And 13th is Masqueravis. And 14th is Felix Lotus to round off the grid. Only a second behind Pole.
Alrighty.
But the drivers now line up on the grid ready to start. And the clouds have actually come in, so there is actually a chance of rain. 5 red lights and away we go. Phantomy a little bit slow on the start, and it allows Nohxckz to get side by side and overtake him.
Loses that position right back again. Nohxckz holding on to that P3.
Nohxckz trying to defend that P3. He goes through, he pushes his teammate off the track, and it's Mike who's also benefited from that. He's now in third. Red Lobster in fifth, Mr. Crunk in sixth, Mr. Kimster a jump to start to set there's been a little collision. Just having a little bit of issues on that straight line. And it's Mr. Kimster off the track. Really unfortunate for him. He was doing quite well. But maybe he can grab onto the slip and catch up to the rest of them. Go lower down the grid. It's Masqueravis who makes a mistake. Goes off the track on the straight. Rafita, Studious, Hazma, Felix, Lotus. They all have a collision there. It's really going to cost them. And now they're the bottom 3 drivers currently on the grid. Really unfortunate for them. It's Phantomy. He's managed to retake the lead.
Nohxckz and Nohxckz a bit. I don't know if they're battling or trying to.
Yeah, I think Nohxckz wants to get past. Yeah, he wants to get past. He knows he's the faster driver. Will Nohxckz allow him through? Maybe not. He's defending his position. Goes quite deep into the corner, but Nohxckz manages to slip by. It's out, and he makes a mistake on the straight. He's lost out in the slipstream to his teammate. And we can just see Nohxckz's impatience behind Mike. I think he's just getting a little bit.
Trying to pass on the outside, and he makes.
Gonna go side by side. Mike takes the safe option, backs out of the
Nohxckz
runs off the track. Jonathan goes past him. Red Lobster tries to make the move, doesn't quite make it stick. The clouds are coming in, so really on the edge of rain here now.
The inside of Nohxckz.
Yeah.
And Lobster is known as a dive bombing terrorist.
Sorry, and he goes off the track. Not goes off the track. He hits the the barriers in the middle of the corner. Then he's really gonna have to pay for that one. Mr. Crunk in 8th. Oh, Mr. Kimster goes off the track there, and really loses like 3 positions there. Red Lobster also made a mistake.
Wow.
We're seeing a lot of mistakes on this. A little bit of a lag rocket pushes Rafita and Kimster off the track. CDS manages to slip by as well.
With a bit of a bad line from Tommy, Nohxckz has caught up to the slipstream.
Yeah, going on the battle for the lead now. Nohxckz hits the grass on the exit of that corner. He just tries to retake the lead of the race. Mike pushed off a little bit by Nohxckz. The sun comes in, so the drivers can be more
tries to go
assured.
for a dive and it's straight into the wall there.
Yeah, Mike takes second place. As Phantomy now has a clear lead. Now, will Nohxckz be patient, or will he believe that he has the pace right here, right now, and try and make the overtake? I think he'll just let Mike do his thing for now. If he makes a mistake, really going to affect the confidence of Nohxckz, in Mike's pace. It's going to slow them down if he tries to make a mistake. Not a mistake, an overtake there. Nohxckz has managed to defend his position in fourth quite well, and I think he'll be able to hold on to it for the rest of the race. So it'll be a really good result for HRT if they do. Jonathan in fifth, really good result from him as well. Qualifying a little bit lower.
P5, P6.
Yeah. Red Lobster all the way down in 8th. I think he qualified 5th, so not the greatest start that he had, or he could have had. Studious in 9th, the rookie, making his way round the track. Round the hairpin he goes. He manages to just escape from hitting the grass on the exit there.
And Mike going for the undercut.
And he's gone on the mediums, and I think I've said this time and time again. The softs, over the course of the season, they've just shown themselves to be the dominant tyre. The whole reason why the 2 compound rule was placed into effect. And Mike might lose out on pace, especially in the straight lines of the track, which are quite a few of. Nohxckz tries to make the move down the inside. He's going to try and slow Mike down so he doesn't overtake Nohxckz, but he manages to make the move anyway. But this is going to be a tough one because Mike has just missed the window to be able to slip Phantomy, and I think at this point he's kind of lost out here. The mediums are just so much slower. Phantomy.
Nohxckz and Jonathan coming out just about the same.
Yeah, Jonathan with a really impressive undercut. He's gone on the mediums. He knows his fight is for 4th. He's keeping it conservative, and I think he's just going to slip Nohxckz. Pretty good decision from him, actually. Red Lobster manages to make the overtake on Emma Box previously, and now runs in 6th place. We'll see how he does for Riker. Mr. Crunk on the hards. Again, an interesting choice, because we know the hards are the worst tyre on this track. And again, this might be another driver who will see himself lose out in terms of pace just because of that straight line speed disadvantage.
Jonathan is still battling against Nohxckz. He's not wanting to slipstream.
Maybe I think he's just losing faith in him. You know, that can happen when you see the driver in front of you make too many mistakes. You just lose faith in their ability to. But I think Nohxckz is actually just holding him up, maybe, or maybe he just believes he's faster. You know, they're not really fighting for 3rd anymore. The gap is 6 seconds and will likely increase. They just want to defend their positions from Red Lobster, who's charging at them. He's on the softs now. He's managed to decrease the gap from just a little bit. And now it's 2.2 seconds, and we'll see if he can catch up any further. But we're already seeing the mediums struggle against the softs. Yeah. Mike's gap to Phantomy ever increasing, currently a 2-second gap, and Nohxckz is able to really catch up to him as well. So
the gap is not closing that quickly though on the softs.
Yeah, maybe Nohxckz is just having trouble on those tyres. And Nohxckz and Jonathan Fruits really fighting for 5th. Nohxckz goes a little bit wide on that corner, loses out a little bit of time. Red Lobster, even though he doesn't seem to have the pace to be able to catch up to them. I don't think he is the gap's been 2.2 seconds throughout the entire race or stint. He doesn't seem to really be gaining. But a fight between Jonathan and Nohxckz means they lose out time to him. I think Red Lobster is just biding his time, waiting, staying patient, and just focusing on his own pace. And maybe he can catch up to them at the end. Farouk goes off the track, and he's lost Nohxck's slipstream as well, so this could cost him the medium's weaker tyre in the situation. Nohxckz has managed to overtake Mike. Can he now with the 12 laps remaining, gain on Phantomy. As he just shows a dominant lead, but he kind of hits the the barriers on the inside of the hairpin.
Around the outside, makes a move.
Yeah, like really defending his second position.
Gets it back on the inside line into the final corners now.
The driver's Nohxckz has managed to clear Jonathan at this point. A 1.2 second gap that he's managed to build in the space of like 2 laps. As Emma Box has surprisingly managed to overtake Red Lobster. I don't know where that came in from. And he's going to go into the pits. Missed a crunk on the hards. He's going to have to pit again. Those hards do not last long enough to go 20 laps, I think it was, that he had left at the time he was pitting. He hits the grass as well, but maybe he's banking on the fact that the clouds and the rain will come in. And I think that's actually what he's aiming for. And if it does rain, he's really going to gain from that one. Nohxckz makes a little mistake on that corner. The gap is just ever increasing. Nohxckz, the current championship leader, really struggling.
Nohxckz stays out though on the soft. He's praying for rain now. He's praying that rain comes at the end of this lap.
It'd be a really exciting moment actually if the rain does come. Let's really see a mix up in the grid and a fight for the lead. Mike is also pit on another set of mediums.
And Nohxckz stays out as well. The HRT.
And they're really risking it. We'll see if that risk pays off.
And he's into the pits. Now he does not want rain to come.
Can Mike beat him out? I think his idea was that he'd go onto the harder compound and then just fight against Nohxckz. But again, unlike races like Okayama or even Lago Maggiore, the mediums are just so much weaker that they just even if you go on the harder compound, you won't really have the tire advantage at the end of the stint. I don't think. So maybe not the best decision. And if you even lose the slip, like just now with Mike, you're gonna really struggle to fight for that position again. Jonathan.
It's looking good though. Nohxckz holding on to the P4. Donovan not really seem to catch close the gap. It's still a 1.2 second gap.
But I think he can feel a little bit assured because Red Lobster's gone on the mediums and he's a second behind. Going to be losing time every lap at this point, and I think Jonathan can just feel safe in the fact that Red Lobster likely won't catch him unless he makes a huge error. Emma Box, at that point, he just lost out on Red Lobster by quite a margin. We saw him overtake him earlier. Don't know what happened there.
Mr. Kimston
going side by side, Mr. Kimster goes off the track, hits the wall on the inside as well. The really frustrating moment for the driver there. Mascabrovas, Rafita, Hazma, and in last place is Felix Lotus. He's 17 seconds behind everyone else. I'm not sure if this is just a case of underperformance or maybe he's having some technical issues.
Caught up to Nohxckz. Nohxckz has made a huge mistake in that first half lap.
But the rain is going to come in. Unfortunately for, Mr. Crunk, he's pit recently.
As well. He's going to risk it.
I think they can stay out another lap.
It is fully dry, so they can easily stay out.
Phantom stayed out again.
Nohxckz. Mike stays out. Nohxckz will be the first.
I would have gone in if I was Mike, to be honest. And then Nohxckz, he's gonna have the best
perfect time.
Pit there. Yeah, very good.
And he needs to pit the soft.
It's gonna be Red Lobster's gonna make the overtake on Nohxckz. Nohxckz having pit, but he might have trouble because it is still wet. Nohxckz now on newer tires though, so he's definitely gonna have the tire advantage at this point. But he makes a mistake.
On the inters.
Oh, but he might be able to run them to the end, and I'll be really like. Can he take? He's taken fourth. Can he keep it? It's a battle for fourth between Jonathan, Red Lobster, and Nohxckz at this point. It's cloudy. There's no rain again.
And Jonathan is in. Jonathan is into the pit.
He's gonna be out of that fight. Those softs, even though they're newer, they're not gonna be able to be fast enough for the next 3 laps. Phantomy though, dominant at this point. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Here we're seeing Nohxckz and Red Lobster really go for the 4th position. He's going to try and make the dive down the inside.
Goes for something there.
Just hits the grass,
Interesting move.
loses out. Maybe he should have been more safe there. He's on the mediums. He can't really risk making a mistake like that.
Santona's going to start the final lap now here in Italy.
Yeah.
Nohxckz.
Just checking.
Red
Lobster fighting against Nohxckz. You know, really edging the line between what's legal and what's not. But he hits the grass on the exit once again, and he's lost out. Where's Phantomy? Going to see Phantomy with a dominant lead, 4.4 seconds. He's going to take the win. Yeah, he's going to slow down on the straight as well. He's going to take the win. Congratulations to him. Nohxckz settles for 2nd place. Mike in 3rd. And Nohxckz manages to shake off Red Lobster to take 4th place. But Red Lobster could lose out in the final moments, the final straight. Could Jonathan make the overtake? No, he's too far back. Maybe he can make it. He tries to go around the outside, but he doesn't quite make it. Emma Box in 7th. Mr. Krung in 8th. Studious in 9th. Mr. Kimster keeps staying out on the inters for 10th place. Massacre Bravest. And heavy rain comes in. Maybe a little bit too late for some of the drivers. Massacre Bravest is going to go on the final straight. In 11th place. Rafita. I think it was another rookie. He's going to round the final corner as well. And finished 12th. Hazma in 13th.
P14.
Yeah. Other stats to talk about. Nohxckz took the fastest lap this round with a 23.97. So even though he lost out on the win, maybe he can he regains a point. You know, Felix Lotus finishes last in 14th. So here are your final standings. In 1st, the race winner here today, Phantomy for Solaris, breaks the streak that Nohxckz had. A 3 race win streak. Tried to make it 4, couldn't quite make it happen. Well done, Phantomy. Really impressive drive. In 2nd, Nohxckz. Yeah, an end to the dominant streak. But I think he's still going to have the title secured at this point because 3 straight rounds of wins and poles. I don't think he can beat that. And he took the fastest lap, 23.97. In 3rd, Mike for the Raikar Supernova team. Really struggled out here today, I think, but still managed to take the podium place, so I think he can feel proud for that one. In 4th, 14 seconds behind 3rd, so you can really see the difference in level of the top 3 to the rest of the JL grid. Nohxckz, in the HRT Cloud, managed to maximise the points for HRT, defending against Lobster and keeping 4th, so a really impressive drive from him. 5th, Lobster for Raikar. 6th, Jonathan for the Kenza Motorsport, and 7th as well, another Kenza Motorsport driver, Emma Box, so really impressive drive from them. 8th was Mr. Krunk for the Carpathians Peak Racing team. 9th, the rookie Studious in the Archon. 10th was Mr. Kimster in the Solaris. 11th, Maska Bravas in the Delphox Spartans. In 12th, Rafita, another rookie for the BBB Fiji Falcons team. 13th was Hazma for Archon, and in 14th, to round off the grid, is Felix Lotus.